Hey you guys, what's up? Hope you all are doing well. I'm sure some of you are surprised. I normally post really silly shorts on Wednesdays, and this isn't an Eternal Return video. This is me just kind of checking in, trying to reconnect with you guys and let you know what I'm doing behind the scenes. Some of you guys I talk to on a regular basis in my Discord, and hello, I love you. Thank you so much for supporting my stuff. For other people though, you haven't joined, and that's totally okay. There is no pressure for anybody to join, but because of that, I don't get to talk to you guys, so I figured that I would go ahead and make a update video like I did last month, and I would just kind of check in and let you guys know what's going on behind the scenes, what events I have planned for everybody, or at least ideas of things I want to do, and you guys can input as to whether or not that's something you're interested in participating in, and if not, that's fine. It's just me trying to connect with you guys to see what you want, and maybe this is silly, but I always feel like if my channel is going to have any kind of longevity, then you guys are the most important part. Like, I'm just here, and while I am so thankful you guys want to hang out with me and watch my videos and see my content, I still want to be able to provide you guys with information if you guys want it, or like other kinds of content if you guys want it, and that's kind of where I'm at with this. So strap yourselves in. Go ahead and grab yourself a snack, get that cup of coffee or tea or water, make sure you're staying hydrated, and let's settle in and have a conversation about what's going on with the channel. So the first thing I want to talk about is streaming. And I'm going to be honest, guys, I don't watch streamers. I don't know very much about streaming. And I was kind of surprised when I had a lot of people asking me when I was going to be streaming. And I can do YouTube videos pretty well, I think, because I understand the formula for it. And I get as many takes as I want to get things to sound exactly how I want them to sound. When it comes to streaming, I get a little bit of performance anxiety, and I know that the longer I do it, the better it'll get, but with everything going on, it's a little overwhelming for me right now, and I'm not saying that I'm going to quit streaming, but I am going to shift my schedule around. Tuesday and Thursday at night was just way too much, and just because I'm still getting used to all of this, you have to remember I haven't been doing YouTube videos for very long, and now I have the Discord, and the Discord is almost like a third child for me. So because of it, I'm not going to quit streaming. I definitely want to keep doing it, but we're going to be switching to Fridays. I'm going to be doing Fridays for 4 hours starting this week, so the 9th will be the first time I do that. I'm going to switch my streaming schedule and everything, don't worry, but it's going to be roughly around the same time frame. So from 6 to 10, I will be streaming. It might be 6:30 to 10. I will let you guys know in some way, shape, or form. And that kind of leads me to my next thing. I'm thinking about going on to Twitter, or maybe even using the community tab on YouTube a little bit more to better communicate with you guys certain changes. I do not use Twitter very often, so it would probably be kind of boring. It would just be me literally posting updates there. Or I could just keep it to the community tabs of YouTube. But I had people in my Discord say, hey, I don't ever read those, and so it's like, okay, well, I don't want to be doing it if nobody's going to be able to see it. So please let me know in the comments what would be the best way for me to communicate with you guys, because I definitely want to still have a very open door of communication, but I want to make sure it is something that is better for you guys. It doesn't matter if I'm not used to using it. I will become accustomed to using it. It's not that hard. So let me know, and that way I can communicate with you guys a little bit better. So yes, streaming on Fridays now from 6 to 10 or 6:30 to 10:30. I was even considering like just quitting streaming in general, but I realized that a lot of you guys were watching my VODs after the fact, and I wish that I could have better streaming times, but unfortunately because of my daily schedule, I really only have times between 6 and 10. I can stay up a little bit later obviously on Fridays because my weekends are pretty free. But for now, we're just gonna sit with 6 to 10 or 6:30 to 10:30, and if people end up showing up and they want to have the streams go a little bit later, then we can revisit this and absolutely readjust the times so that everybody is happy and everybody feels like they're getting what they want. That kind of was all I wanted to say about streaming. And that brings us to the actual YouTube videos that I am going to be making for you guys. I talked about doing other games and stuff like that, and I would love to start doing that. I've been dragging my feet a little bit, mostly because I don't know what game to do just yet, but I definitely want to start introducing other games into the mix, and hopefully you guys will enjoy them. But I don't want to commit to doing 2 videos a week every week because I just am really busy in my personal life for the most part. So I'm thinking about maybe every other Wednesday I will have a longer form video or something that will be me playing a different game, and we'll try that out and see if you guys like it. Maybe I'll do 2 in this upcoming month, and we'll just kind of feel it out and see where it's at. And if you guys like it, I'll keep doing it. And if not, then I won't, because while Eternal Return is really, really cool, it is not my whole personality. I do like playing other games, and I would like to be able to share that with you guys. So not making a hard commitment to 2 videos every week, but maybe a video every other week or maybe once a month. Something like that will start to happen, and if we get good reception, I will keep that up. And if you guys are not interested in that, just let me know, and we can always go back to trying something else. Moving on from the YouTube videos, we're now going to talk about the channel at this point. And oh my god, guys, we're at almost 500 subscribers. Can you believe that? We have effectively doubled our numbers in a month. Like, that is so nuts to me. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much. Like, really, truly, honestly, I cannot thank you enough. I cannot express the gratitude I have for this situation that I find myself in. You know, I still have really bad imposter syndrome, just that I even make YouTube videos at this point on like a regular basis. So thank you guys, really, truly, honestly, thank you, thank you, thank you. And for that, I was thinking for 500 subscribers, I could make a community post and we could have you guys post your questions and we could do a Q&A video. I can't guarantee that I'll answer like really, really personal stuff about myself, because I do try to keep a little bit of a boundary between my online life and my real life. But I thought maybe this would be something fun. So if you are interested, please let me know. Like, leave a comment and just say, yeah, you want to do it. Or if like you don't want to and I don't get a lot of response, I'll hold that off until 1,000 subscribers or something like that if we ever get there. I thought it would be something fun, so I thought I would throw that idea out there. The next thing I want to talk about, I actually have a hard time talking about, and that's just the fact that we are getting really close to me being able to set up memberships. Now, I hesitate to speak about this because I don't want anyone to think that I'm doing this for money, okay? Like, money is cool. I absolutely would love a little bit of extra money in my pocket. Who fucking wouldn't? But at the same time, I don't want people to think that I'm sitting here with my hand out expecting people to pay. I do not expect anybody to pay for my channel if they do not want to. If you want to, that would mean so much to me, and that's really fucking cool. And like, honestly, the first time it happens, I'll probably cry, like legitimately. But I don't want people to feel like they need to because they're gonna miss out on content or anything like that. I don't want to hide any videos behind a paywall. I would never do anything like that. It would literally just be for you to interact with me and for us to do maybe more private Q&As or more private live streams or something like that, like members only kind of stuff. Maybe you'll get to see my videos a little bit earlier. Maybe we could sit down and play games together, or, you know, different stuff like that. I can come up with more ideas in the future when it becomes closer to a reality. I do want to preface it with any money that you put into this channel is going to go right back into the channel. It's going to go for like a VTuber model, because some people were saying they wanted that, and those are very, very expensive. Better equipment, custom art, maybe even getting some of Jester's equipment updated. That way that if I do games and stuff that are of a different type that are co-op, he can be there in the background and maybe get like little art done for him. Like, this is all stuff that like would help further the channel, not for me to line my pockets with, okay? Eventually, I would love to get to the point where I make enough money that I can pay my mods that are doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff out of just the charity of their goodwill and their time, and I appreciate that so much. Obviously, we're not at the point right now, but eventually I would love to be able to extend that type of compensation for their time and their effort. Maybe I'm jumping the gun by talking about this, but with my growth rate recently, I just wanted to make sure that I laid that out on the table and kind of shared with you guys what I've been thinking about in regards to like opportunities that are starting to present themselves. And now for the ER content, baby! One of the things that I know I need to do is make a big long form character guide video where I talk about every character briefly, because people have been asking for that, not only on my channel, but if I go and look at other ER content creators channels, I see that, and that's something that desperately needs to be done, and I agree, it needs to happen. So I'm going to be starting that video here shortly. I don't know when it will be done, but I'm going to try to finish it quickly, but I still want it to be of a certain quality. So I'm not going to rush through it, but I am going to try to get that done for you guys somewhat soon-ish. I also was thinking about doing kind of like a ranked series where I talk about my experiences with ranked. I am still a new player in a lot of ways. I know that it's hard to believe sometimes, or I think we forget that because I make videos talking to new players on how to play. But when you start getting to the higher levels, you know, you start getting towards like the upper plats and diamonds, that's when you start playing against people that really, really know the game like the back of their hand. And unfortunately, I've kind of hit this wall where I'm constantly playing against high plats and diamonds, and I don't have the game knowledge there. And I would love to kind of share my experiences with you guys. So with that in mind, I'm going to be doing a lot more long form content. So my videos might be maybe a half an hour plus, depending on what I'm talking about. I'm still going to do these short 10 to 15 minute videos where I talk about like mechanics of the game that I think are important and we should highlight them. But some of these other things that people are asking for, unfortunately, I can't just jam into 10 to 15 minutes. And if I do, it's not going to be like thorough enough by my standards for me to feel like I've actually explained it in a way that would be beneficial. If I'm going to talk about tanks, I want to really talk about all the tanks. You know, I had a lot of people tell me in my support guide, you didn't put Shukai in it. He's such a good support tank. You're right. You're totally fucking right. You're not wrong. And I feel like I left out a lot of really good characters because I was trying to minimize the length of the video. And supports are kind of wonky in the game, so like I can understand where I had to put limitations on it, or I could have talked about like 50 different characters very quickly in a video. But instead, I wanted to kind of highlight and take my time with it and really give you an idea of what the character was going to be or what you were getting yourself into if you wanted to choose to play that character like long term. So I am going to be talking about different roles. I definitely want to do a character guide. Definitely want to start talking about different things like Wiccaline and Omega and how to approach some of these objectives in a different way than maybe you might be doing. Just different things like that. So do not worry, my loves. We still have much more ER content coming, and if you have suggestions or you have things that you want to learn, please let me know. I add it to a list. I have a whole list on my computer, and anything else that like you really want to learn as a new player, please speak up. I am more than happy to make the content. I know that there are tons of people right now that are making really great content for the game, but if you want my take specifically, just let me know and I will happily do that for you. And that is it, my guys. A big thank you from me if you stuck around this video or you watch any of my videos on a consistent basis, or even if you're just watching this one. Thank you. Like, really, truly, honestly, thank you so very much. You know, for 10 years, I didn't make YouTube videos because I was too scared, and I finally like just pushed myself to do it one day, and this has come out of it, and it is amazing. And I am just so grateful to be in this position where I get to make content for you. So thank you. It is so surreal, and again, I just am so excited to see what's to come for the channel, and I look forward to what the next month is going to hold for us all. So I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Hope the rest of your week isn't awful, and yeah, that's it. Bye!